rocking and rolling.
Let it go. All right, folks. What is kind of a post-action report? First of all, I'm Tom Vasel.
Hi, I'm Zee Garcia.
Sam Healey, what's up, y'all?
So this is a post-action report of our 30-hour marathon that we did, last week. If you're watching this the week we posted it. You can go back and see it. It's what we did is we
did a 30-hour marathon?
It's all a blur to me.
I blacked all that out.
Well, this is the 4th year that we've done such a thing. In the past 3 years, we did 24-hour gaming marathons. The first year,
You hated it.
Well, no, but I didn't know what to expect, right? The first year, what I did was I said, all right, we're going to do a 24-hour game marathon. I sent a message out to our gaming group, said, if you want to show up for some of the hours, and we scheduled people. And that was the first time Jason showed up.
And he was scheduled for, I think, 4 hours.
That was the beginning of the end, right?
No, but he never left.
And he never left.
I know, right?
So, but then the next year we did it.
But the cat came back.
What did we do differently? The second year we kind of just did another 24-hour marathon, but we didn't make it 24 hours. I know that.
We did fewer hours, yes.
And then last year we did it again, and we did not make it 24 hours last year. The second year was the worst because we started at night.
We played a bunch of games we did not know also, right?
Yes.
Right, but I also said, okay, everyone make sure you get sleep. And nobody did.
Right, which is
so
tough.
everybody came in already pretty tired. Not tired, but not having slept.
Sure.
And so by the time we got to the next morning, people were just wiped.
Done.
Then last year we started at night, and last year was better, but we learned things each year.
So basically what you're telling me is you started with 24, then you tried it again, couldn't make 24, tried it again, couldn't make 24, so this year you decided to go to 36.
And just make up for the last 2 years.
Got it.
Well, it was Rob who gave me the idea. I was talking to Rob, and he was mentioning, I forget what he said, but something clicked, and I was like, wait a minute, what if we made it so long and had enough people that people could take breaks and actually go to sleep?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Which, as I discovered, really made all the difference in the world.
Makes a huge difference.
Even, we didn't get a ton of sleep. I got 5 hours. I don't know, but what did you guys get?
Something
That's
like
about
that.
right.
But that was enough to, let us get through to the end. And even when we were done at the end, I was tired, but we weren't falling asleep tired.
Right.
We had to shut down all the equipment. The other years, we were like, leave it up. We'll get it another day.
Yeah.
And having a lot of people there helped, too. Because we didn't have to be in every game. Now, there was a period of time from 3 in the morning till 11. No, 4 in the morning till 11. 7-hour period where I was on camera straight. I didn't think about that through.
Oh, okay.
But
there was no one that could have taken your spot for you to take a break?
Well, we could have done 2-player games, but I was kind of... I'm good
Well, that
in
was
the morning.
after your rest, so you were good to go.
And then when that was done, I took several hours off, and also we went right into our 3-hour break. We took 2 3-hour breaks where we took time to just go out and eat together.
Right, have
Everybody
some
went
food.
out for a big meal, and that was very therapeutic, maybe.
It's a good break. I mean, you do come back after a big meal and have to fight a little sleep, maybe. You just want to go take a nap or something, but I think the cadence of taking a break, of everyone walking away, all of us sitting around eating, just talking, just, like you said, decompressing is a good tactic.
It especially worked well the second day because our lunch didn't even come close to covering the whole time.
Right.
We got back like a whole hour early, so we had a whole hour to set up and prepare, and then we played all our short party game style stuff for the rest of the day.
Right.
And we were all pretty awake at that point. Was there a game that we played this year that you think we shouldn't do in future years?
I think that Zev and Jason should never be partners in Time's Up ever again.
Did you like the teams better than the partners?
Yeah, I thought the team concept was actually more fun.
That worked well, yeah. I've never
think
played
I like
with
partners
teams before,
better,
so.
but I think on camera teams worked better.
Maybe.
Okay.
And also it keeps one team from
I guess,
destroying everybody else.
Sure.
And in like a home setting, the partners is better because it's just you and another person. But in a larger setting where when you're gaming with people that you don't normally game with, I think the team aspect is better.
That's true because, again, Jason's played Time's Up with Zev, and they've been partners before. And even I want to be Jason's partner because we've been partners several times. And
Right.
Because
you
you
can
wanted
get that
to win.
cadence
Yeah,
down.
you want to
Right.
win. That's right. I mean, every single time he played that game, his team won.
Did he win the team game?
Yes.
But that was a lot closer,
It's like
though.
half,
We were
like 50% of the people won.
Was it a W? Yes, it was. Don't care how close it was.
all right.
By an inch or by a mile, still a W.
Okay.
So what was the best game we played? That for me, one of the best games, and you guys weren't in that one, but correlation. But
Wow.
no, it was Captain Sonar. That one worked
that's not
really
right.
well on camera.
Yeah.
Right, and anything that is able to achieve that liveliness, that engagement, but is also a game that the players can be engaged in and isn't just some really fluffy party game, I think is the perfect creation, right? Now, there's very few of those. A game that's both visually appealing, fun to watch because it's lively, but it isn't a party game, and so it'll have some length and make the players feel engaged. Captain Sonar, I think, is one of those. And
Right.
therefore, it translates very well on camera, you know?
Yeah.
Some drier games are fantastic to play, but maybe come across on screen a little less than engaging, a little less than thrilling, let's say. And so those are the tricky ones to sort of maneuver, you know? But again,
You got to put some of those in, though, just to fill 30 hours.
and people want those, or some people want to see those, you know?
Right.
And so you can't please everyone, and so you try to, those people that do want to see those games, please them for at least that moment. You know, you have to do it. We can't do 30 hours of party games, because that would be...
Did he actually answer the question?
Like, what was his favorite game?
Yeah.
He was just ripping off mine.
I think my favorite game that we played, let's see, I really liked Insider, I really liked
20 questions. Yeah, okay. Got it.
King of Tokyo was fun.
What did you think of the King of Tokyo game?
I liked it. It was fun.
But you played it almost straight.
I did.
You were like the straight man
I
in King
wasn't
of
going
Tokyo.
to do all that foolishness y'all was doing.
Well, what if you had lost?
I did lose.
Yeah, but you lost at the end of the game, right? That didn't matter.
Exactly, because it didn't matter. That was
wanted-
my entire thing. I was going to survive. Stay alive, stay alive. Ha, 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 ha. That was my thing.
Well, we were a little loopy at that point anyway, so it kind of worked out well.
Yes, we were looping.
All right, so the hardest part was definitely when we came back from the first break, 11 to 3. How did that go? You guys were there. That's when I went to bed, or 11 to 4,
11 to 4. That
or 10 to 4, I guess.
It wasn't a bad. I mean, for me at least, I was fine. I was enjoying the games that we were playing. We played Coliseum. We played Blood Rage.
Right.
Can't remember. Those were the
We played Coliseum, Blood Rage, Jamaica,
Jamaica.
and then we
yeah.
had about 30 minutes left or so I pulled out Capital Lux and we played that.
Yeah, that's where I started going.
Yeah,
"Oh."
it's a card game, so Sam was like, I
Well,
rebel.
it's not just that. It's just it was a very comparatively to the other 3 games we had just been playing. It was a very like whoa, cool. And as far as excitement level was concerned, you know what I mean.
I think the thing I would probably not repeat is play 3 family plus or heavy games at between 1 in the morning and 3 or 4 in the morning.
That's what kept me awake, man. When we pulled out the little filler card game, that's when I started to bomb, crash.
Okay.
It didn't have any excitement in it. The 3 games that we played before it, Coliseum, Blood Rage, and
Those might be all exciting and keep
Jamaica.
you awake. I'm just worried about how they come across on camera.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like I know, for example, Blood Rage. There was a
Yeah,
lot of
there was a lot
drafting,
of-
quiet drafting,
Right, yeah.
quiet murdering of each other's troops, which is great when you're the one doing the killing. But
Yeah.
people watching, I know on the comments we had a little bit of like the, okay, it's a little quiet. Someone say something, you know.
Yeah.
So that shift, that very late one, you know, from like I said, 1 a.m. to like 3:30 a.m. There were heavy games, engaging games to the players that maybe on camera did not come across like.
At the same
Silly
time,
games.
though, that's probably the least watched section.
That's true.
So it's kind of a give and take.
That's
Maybe.
true.
I'll say this: that those 2 of those games were the highlight of my of the entire thing: Blood Rage and Coliseum. Just because Blood Rage I get to play more often, of course, but I just don't get to play Coliseum very much.
Right,
So
right.
it was a really good time.
Well, you guys also make
Really
Coliseum. You play that variant where you talk about your shows.
We
and so
tried.
that-
We
We
tried.
tried, but it was late. We were all
Marty and I did it,
Yeah,
basically.
I mean, though, and that's mainly because you remembered to do it.
Right.
And on my turn, I was like, okay, this is what I'm doing. I will go.
And that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean by keeping the audience engaged at like 2 in the morning, is a tougher sell when the game is something you just sort of want to focus in on and do the best you can.
Well, yeah, but some of those people, it's not 2 in.
That's true. No, for us, for
Yeah.
us.
And I'm thinking about cutting Blood Rage next year, just replacing with a different game. No, just because we've done it like 3 times in a row live now.
So it has merit. It should be played live.
Well, we'll see. Well, maybe we'll have the Samurai one
every
next year.
single year.
That would be interesting. I think
Rising
Rising
Sun.
Sun on camera would read a little bit better than Blood Rage, actually.
Well,
The combat is more interactive.
There's more like here versus like...
exactly. Right.
well, either way, I think there's no question this was better than previous years.
Yeah.
In a lot of ways.
It felt better. It came across, I think, in a more positive light. And again, I think a lot of things attributed to that. The big one being lots of players and staggered breaks. Mm-hmm.
But also space was a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
We were able to have wires all over the place without anyone tripping over them, and just you were able to leave. When we're at my house, when it's 2 in, you can go outside. Looks a little odd when you're standing out in the street. There's nowhere to go.
Right.
Here, we were literally next to a 7-Eleven you could go to if you need to, but we also, more importantly, there was a break room you could go and sit in. And so I like that aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
What would you change for next time?
Oh, boy. That's a good question.
Make it 48 hours.
What? Really, would you?
Sure. Why not?
Well,
Go big or go home, right?
No, I like that we started in the morning and ended in the evening.
Which you could.
you could still do with 48
do
hours
that.
because we did 30 hours, right?
Depends on whenever
So
you
I
start.
could run another night.
We can't.
Yeah, but who's gonna?
Guys, you can't start in the morning and end in the evening with 48 hours.
You can if you're taking 3 breaks, 4 breaks of 3 hours each to add 12 hours, and you got it.
Then it's not 48 hours. What?
It's 48 hours of gaming.
Okay, sure, I guess.
If we did that,
I'm just
the only
saying,
way we could
pushing
do
through
I
that
would need at least
second
4
night, I
more
don't think
people.
would have been a good idea. That's all I'm saying.
Depends on how many people we had. If we had,
Yeah, sure.
If we had
I'm not
one
actually
more,
planning to do this.
if we had one more break at 10 o'clock
Mm-hmm.
or whenever that last shift ended. If we had one more nap break, you could definitely do it.
You could do it. You could do a week. I'm just saying, I really liked
There we go, baby.
that morning, starting at 10 a.m. or so in the morning and going through 10 p.m. the next day. Felt right. It was, start in the morning where you're fresh. That whole start in the evening is tough. That's what we ran into
Oh,
before.
we learned that.
And then ending at 10 a.m. or so, which means a good full
10 p.m.
night's sleep. 10 p.m., sorry. That's a good stopping point. I don't know. It felt right. The length was right. The location was great. What would I change? I don't know. I maybe have even more people around so
Yeah,
that you
that's
can
what I'm
have
gonna
more
plan
people
up a
jump
couple
in
more
and
people
out,
in.
Maybe set a couple of more specific things in place, like a little... have the games be punctuated by something more lighthearted or a little tournament of sorts that takes only half an hour or something. Punctuated by touchstones of something. Just to break up the flow a little bit. Make sure that the games, it's sort of to me, I think of putting together a sequence of games, kind of like putting together an album or something, and you don't want all the ballads together, you don't want all the, the big hit, the big rock anthems together. You kind of want to break that stuff up, I think.
Well, either way, we have a stretch goal in our fundraiser where if we get enough, we will do another one of them this year.
Oh,
Yeah.
No, it was, and that's because I actually was ready to stop doing these. It was just not as much, well, it wasn't very much fun at all. It was fun at the beginning, but I got too tired. This one worked out really well. No one wanted to kill each other when it was over, that I know of.
I have no.
No, you do not.
I have a comment.
All right. Oh, tell us what you guys think in the comments below. If you haven't watched it yet, you still have a chance to go back. Most of it is online. There's a couple glitches, but most of it's there. And I know there was some talk about the cameras and stuff. At some point, maybe we'll do some changes. I thought about bringing a third camera in and having
3 camera angles.
Is that something you would a third camera angle? You mean, or the ability to switch to a
I
single
don't know.
feed?
Having a third camera that was like at an angle on some people, but also then taking the tabletop feed and having a small thing in there of the people's feed. But that requires more wires and more
Do a
cables. and
poker
more
camera
stuff.
where everybody has like a camera pointing at them.
Yeah, right here. This is like one
Poker
point right
cam.
out.
Anyway, until next time, I'm Tom Vasel.
Zee Garcia, thank you everybody.
Sam Healey. See you on the flip side, folks.